Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Cybersecurity Training Expert. If you're preparing for the Security Plus exam, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into common mistakes that can derail your preparation and how to avoid them. These are the missteps I've seen students make time and again, and the good news is they're all preventable. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge to sidestep these pitfalls and set yourself up for success. Let's get started. Mistake 1. Not understanding the exam objectives. Let's start with one of the most fundamental yet overlooked mistakes, not understanding the exam objectives. The Security Plus exam is organized into 6 domains, each with its own percentage weight: threats, attacks, and vulnerabilities, 24%; architecture and design, 21%; implementation, 25%; operations and incident response, 16%; governance, risk, and compliance, 14%. These percentages tell you how much of the exam focuses on each domain. For example, implementation carries more weight than governance and risk, so you should allocate more time to it in your study plan. The CompTIA exam objectives document list every topic you need to know. Treat it like a checklist. As you study, mark off each topic you've mastered. This ensures you're not wasting time on unnecessary material or missing critical areas. Mistake 2. Memorizing without understanding. Another major mistake is focusing solely on memorization without truly understanding the concepts. For example, it's one thing to memorize that HTTPS is a secure protocol, but it's another to understand how it works, why it uses SSL TLS, and how it protects data during transmission. Here's a real-world scenario. Imagine you're asked about secure email communication. It's not enough to know that protocols like SMIME or TLS exist. You need to understand their use cases, advantages, and limitations to choose the right one. The Security Plus exam is designed to test your practical application of knowledge. Don't just ask yourself, what is this? Ask, how does it work and why does it matter? Mistake 3. Ignoring performance-based questions, PBQs. PBQs, or performance-based questions, are where many test takers stumble. These are interactive tasks that simulate real-world scenarios, and they carry significant weight on the exam. Common PBQs include configuring a firewall to block unauthorized traffic, matching attack types to their descriptions, analyzing a system log to identify potential vulnerabilities. Ignoring these during your preparation can leave you unprepared. To tackle PBQs effectively, use hands-on labs. Tools like CompTIA Labs, Cybersec Labs, and TryHackMe offer interactive scenarios to practice. Simulate real tasks. If you're studying access control, try setting up user permissions in a virtual machine. Practice time management. PBQs take longer than multiple choice questions, so don't spend too much time on one. Flag it and move on if you're stuck. Mistake 4. Not taking enough practice tests. Practice tests are one of the most powerful tools in your preparation arsenal, yet many people skip them or don't take enough. Here's why practice tests are crucial. They familiarize you with the exam format and timing. They help you identify weak areas so you can focus your studies. They build confidence by simulating the actual test experience. But it's not just about taking the tests, it's about how you review them. After each test, analyze your results. Don't just look at what you got wrong, understand why you got it wrong. Was it a knowledge gap, a misinterpretation of the question, or poor time management? Aim to take at least 3-5 full-length practice tests before exam day and score consistently above 85% to feel confident. Mistake 5. Skipping weak areas. It's human nature to focus on what we're good at and avoid what we find challenging. But when it comes to the Security Plus exam, neglecting your weak areas can be a costly mistake. For example, if cryptography isn't your strong suit, it's tempting to skim over it. But this domain underpins several other concepts like secure protocols and encryption. Here's how to tackle weak areas. Break it down. Divide complex topics into smaller, manageable chunks. For example, instead of studying all cryptography at once, focus on symmetric versus asymmetric encryption one day and hashing algorithms the next. Use multiple resources. If the study guide isn't clicking, try watching video tutorials or practicing in a lab. Revisit regularly. Don't wait until the end of your prep to address weak areas. Review them weekly to reinforce your understanding. Mistake 6. Cramming at the last minute. Cramming the night before the exam is one of the worst things you can do. Not only does it lead to stress and exhaustion, but it also makes it harder for your brain to retain information. Instead, plan your study schedule so you're gradually reviewing and reinforcing material over time. Leave the day before the exam for light review, skim through flashcards or your notes. Practice questions. Answer a few low-stakes questions to stay sharp. Relaxation. Get a good night's sleep and avoid anything that causes stress. Remember, a well-rested brain is far more effective than an overworked one. Mistake 7. Not having a structured study plan. Without a study plan, it's easy to lose focus or overlook important topics. Here's how to create an effective plan. Set weekly goals. Break the exam domains into weekly chunks. For example, dedicate week 1 to threats and vulnerabilities and week 2 to architecture and design. Mix it up. Alternate between reading, watching videos, taking practice tests, and doing hands-on labs to keep things engaging. Track your progress. Use a checklist or a planner to track what you've completed and what still needs work. Mistake 8. Neglecting exam day logistics. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of preparing for exam day itself. If you're testing at a center, know your location. Plan your route and arrive at least 30 minutes early. Bring what you need. Valid ID, confirmation email, and any other required materials. If you're testing online, check your setup. Ensure your computer, webcam, and internet connection meet CompTIA's requirements. Prepare your space. Choose a quiet, clutter-free area to avoid distractions. The last thing you want is to feel stressed because of avoidable logistical issues. And there you have it, the top mistakes to avoid when preparing for the Security Plus exam. By steering clear of these pitfalls and sticking to a solid plan, you'll be setting yourself up for success. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to check out my full Security Plus course for even more tips and in-depth guidance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's get you certified.